The Vortak Empire had swept across 17 star systems in 6 months, leaving nothing but ash and silence in their wake. Their bioships pulsed through space like living nightmares, consuming entire worlds to fuel their endless hunger for conquest. Each fallen civilization added to their strength, their organic vessels growing larger and more monstrous with every victory. Admiral Marcus Kane stood on the bridge of the UES Retribution, humanity's sole response to the greatest threat the galaxy had ever known. The warship was a masterpiece of human engineering, 2 kilometers of reinforced titanium steel alloy, bristling with plasma cannons and quantum torpedoes. Yet, against the Vortak fleet that had just obliterated the Centauri colonies, it seemed pitifully small. "Sir, we're receiving transmission fragments from the outer colonies," reported Lieutenant Torres from the communications station. "The Vortak are using some kind of neural disruptor technology. They're not just destroying populations, they're harvesting their collective consciousness." Kane's jaw tightened. Intelligence reports had suggested the Vortak possessed technology that bordered on the supernatural, but the reality was worse than anyone had imagined. They weren't just conquering territory, they were stealing souls. "Captain Rodriguez, what's our ETA to the Vortak core fleet?" Kane asked. 18 hours at maximum burn, sir," came the reply from the navigation console. "But Admiral, the tactical analysis shows their bioships regenerate damage in real time. Our conventional weapons might not be enough." Kane nodded grimly. "That's why the Retribution carried humanity's most desperate gambit, Project Prometheus. Hidden in the ship's core was a prototype weapon that had consumed the entire budget of 3 solar systems and the brightest minds of the Terran Scientific Coalition. The quantum entropy cannon could, in theory, unravel matter at the subatomic level. It had never been tested on anything larger than an asteroid. "Sir, long-range sensors are detecting the Vortak Advance Fleet," announced Ensign Williams. 12 bioships, each one roughly 4 times our mass. They're heading directly for Earth." The bridge fell silent. Earth, humanity's birthworld, home to 8 billion souls, lay defenseless behind them. The Retribution was the only thing standing between the Vortak and total human extinction. Kane activated the ship-wide communication system. "This is Admiral Kane speaking to all hands. We knew this moment would come when we volunteered for this mission. The Vortak believe they're unstoppable because they've never faced humanity's greatest weapon, not our technology, but our refusal to surrender. Today, we show them what happens when they threaten our home." The Retribution dropped out of hyperspace at the edge of the Sol system, directly in the path of the approaching biofleet. The Vortak vessels were hideous to behold, writhing masses of organic matter covered in what looked like scales and equipped with weapons that seemed grown rather than built. They immediately altered course to engage the lone human warship. "All weapon systems online, Admiral," reported Commander Jackson from Tactical. "The Prometheus weapon is charged and ready. Hold fire until they're in optimal range," Kane ordered. "We only get one shot at this." The largest Vortak bioship, easily 8 kilometers in length, unleashed a barrage of energy that seemed to bend space itself. The Retribution's shields flared brilliant white as they absorbed the impact, but the ship held together. Human engineering at its finest. "Now!" Kane shouted. The quantum entropy cannon fired. A beam of pure destructive force lanced out from the Retribution's bow, striking the massive bioship. For a moment, nothing seemed to happen. Then reality itself appeared to fray around the target. The bioship began to dissolve, its organic matter breaking down into component particles that scattered into space like cosmic dust. The remaining Vortak vessels hesitated, the first time in their conquest that they had encountered something that could truly harm them. In that moment of uncertainty, humanity's single warship pressed its attack, teaching the galaxy's greatest predators that some prey fights back. The battle for humanity's survival had only just begun.